I saw this article, and when I read it, I said to myself, if I don't discuss this with you, I don't believe there's a host in America who will. So I will discuss it with you, because I'm going to continue to try and expose what goes on in your nation's capital. K Street gets sneak peek of House agenda, writes Politico. Senior House Republican leadership aides gave K Street lobbyists a peek at their September agenda just days before lawmakers come back to Washington, according to several sources present. The lobbyists were briefed the same day Republican lawmakers got a memo from Kevin McCarthy, the Republican majority leader in the House, about that month's agenda. In fact, the lobbyists got more information than the lawmakers did in their memo. So let's just recap. So there's a memo that goes out to lobbyists in Washington, D.C., about the House Republican agenda. They learn of the agenda the same time the actual Republican members learn of the agenda from Republican leadership, except the memo received by the lobbyists is more extensive and the information more extensive than what the actual Republican members have received. Steve Scalise, this is the fraudulent, phony conservative, the number 3. They call him the whip. He's the headbanger that counts the votes. His top aides, Chief of Staff Lionel Ruckert and Policy Director Bill Hughes, indicated that the Export-Import Bank's expiring charter would be dealt with at some point over the next 2 weeks. According to a source in their meeting, a moratorium on an internet tax will also be included. The session also provided lobbyists with an opportunity to meet with the new leadership team's top advisors. Tim Berry, McCarthy's chief of staff, said in the meeting in the Capitol that the House would attempt to move a bill to fund the government next week. Did you know that? I didn't know that, but the lobbyists know that. The funding would keep the government open until the week of December 11th through the 14th. Funding runs out at the end of September. An aide to McCarthy told Politico no final decisions have been made on timing for a government funding vote. There were more than 50 lobbyists in the McCarthy briefing in the Capitol, including Elena Tompkins of Tompkins Strategies. These are the people who run your government. These are the people who run Washington. These are the people who make the decisions about funding and debt and borrowing and the budget. Right here. Them and 5,000 others. This is the new Republican leader in the House, majority leader. Others there, Pat Raffaello of Raffaello and Associates, Missy Edwards of Missy Edwards Strategies, Con Lass of Ogilvy Government Relations, Manny Rossman of Squire Patton Boggs, Brian Vander Bloemen, might want to change that name to, like Jon Stewart or something. McGuire Woods Consulting, Steve Tilton of Crossroads Strategies. Now, see that? Isn't that Carl Rove's group, Mr. Producer? Crossroads Strategies, along with that clown Haley Barber, among others. Oh, you didn't know Rove had a lobbying organization? Oh, American Crossroads. No, that's his PAC. This is a lobbying group. Lots of crossroads out there. David French of the National Retail Federation and Malloy Daniels of Blank Rome Government Relations. That's just some of them. Was a good chance when things are flat to meet with the policy team about what's going to happen in the next 2-week stretch, said one lobbyist who attended the McCarthy session. So we, the people, we're not in on anything. We don't know a damn thing that's going on. But they're already scheming. They're already moving around in the shadows like the cockroaches they are. Lobbyists, government officials, former government officials, soon-to-be government officials, soon-to-be lobbyists. Yes, that's all going on in the Capitol Dome. Nothing's changed. We have this Kevin McCarthy. And, of course, the man who was defeated, as I discussed yesterday, by the voters in Virginia, in the Virginia district from where he was elected, Eric Cantor, he's already going to rake in $3.4 million with a hedge fund in Manhattan, with the right to leave in 2 years to join an administration. Trent Lott, representing a Russian bank that has been sanctioned. Denny Hastert, former speaker. Bob Livingston, former speaker. Lobbyists. Lobbyists galore. And their staffers. Lobbyists. They know what the Republican agenda is, and you don't. Even though there's a midterm election coming, has Mr. McCarthy sent us the memo? Has he made it public for the whole world to see? No. In fact, he has so little regard for the people who made a majority leader in the House of Representatives, he made sure the lobbyists would get the agenda list, the memo, at the same time as the Republican members, and even more information about their agenda. What do you think about that? I'm serious. What do you think about that? It's pretty amazing, isn't it?